Vidya is crazy. She's she's a wonderful soul, and she's playing prank. She's a prank star. I don't know how many people know about that.
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You are tuned into peepingmoon.com, and today we have with us Jisshu Sengupta. To just cut the intro even shorter, there is a huge fan request already lining up for him to have some certain questions. There are some certain cute fan messages as well. So before I move to them and all those shenanigans and shebangs, we will first take the first question heads on. Tell me something, Nishu. What is behind this success story of yours? Behind every successful woman in Hindi cinema of late, we have you. Be it Rani in Mardani, be it Kangana in Lakshmi Bai, and now we have Vidya in Shakuntala Devi. What is you? Please,
I,
what is
I
this mantra?
trust me. I have no idea. So uh, I really don't know because I can say that the Bengali directors in Bombay like Anurag Basu, Sudhit Sarkar, Pradeep Sarkar, Sujoy Ghosh, they all knew me and the kind of work which I've done. So yeah, in their films uh, or web series, if I say, they have they've casted me for, I'm sure, for some reasons. But apart from that, I don't know. Like Krish casted me for Manikarnika when he casted me, and right now Anu casted me. So thanks to them, I have no complaints, and I'm happy.
Neither do we. But you are like, I should be saying, a pan Indian actor instead of confining your space just as a Bengali actor or a Bengali star. Because the more I read about you and the more I try to gather the information, uh, Bengali, Hindi, Telugu, and what more, you are the hero down north, I should say, and the villain down south. What is this? What is this trajectory? Please
Uh,
shed some light.
I would just say I'm an actor. So I'm an Indian actor, and that's how I want to be, uh, you know, called as and known as. And yeah, I've been working in Indian cinema for last 22 years. I started my career with television, and then one fine morning, I just thought that I'll try my luck in films. Then I left television in one day's notice, and the serials, the shows which I was doing in Bengal, and then I started my film career with fourth lead, and then got a promotion to third lead, and then I got a promotion to second lead, and then I got a promotion to first lead. Then I started uh, doing different kind of cinemas, and then I got in touch with Warner Bosch, and then my entire career changed, my outlook changed, and right now as we speak, rest is history. So I try, it's just that I want to expand. I really want to go places. I really want to do different kind of cinemas. I really want to do different kind of content. I want to be part of good content. So that's the only thing which I know, and I don't plan anything. Trust me, and I have never planned. Right now, as we speak, I've settled in Bombay almost. My family is in Kolkata, so I travel a lot between Bombay and Kolkata, and that's also it was not at all planned. And thanks to my team, my manager, and all. So when I did Barfi, Mardaani, and Netaji the Forgotten Hero, um, Piku, I never thought of staying in Bombay. I never thought of trying out, because all those films I've been called from Kolkata. But then I after Manikarnika happened, my team, my manager, they all pushed me. They said, you should be here now, and you should meet people in Bombay. They should know of you, and they should get to know kind of work which you have done. I said, okay, let's give it a try. And I was very happy in Kolkata. I was in my shell, and I had my own kingdom where I was happy. But then again, I thought, at the end of the day, you need to push yourself. You need to, because you shouldn't be comfortable doing one thing. So yes, listening to my team, I pushed myself. I went to Bombay. I started staying there. I learned cooking. I learned jharu katka, and I do that still now. After a long, long time, I still travel in auto in Bombay. I love to do that. So yes, I'm loving this life out there, where I want to struggle. I want to give my all and know that industry. And thankfully, people I have been working with, most of them have known me as an actor, the kind of cinemas I have done till today. So yes, that's my story. And then I got an opportunity in South, thanks to Krish. He gave me that opportunity in Telugu film industry, and after that I got two more projects, and probably I will be doing one more this year end or maybe next year beginning. So yeah, that's about it.
So, an Indian actor, bilingual, I would say a hero to a villain, TV to films, and OTT. You have pretty much
and
ticked all the
theaters
boxes.
and theaters too.
And theater. So, you have pretty much ticked all the boxes. Is anything left on the wish list?
I want to be a radio jockey one for a couple of weeks, not more than that, because I won't be able to do that. But I want to host a show on radio one day.
Nice one. You took me by surprise here. That's really interesting. Okay, Jishu, tell me something. Let's go to the movie Shakuntala Devi. Highly anticipated, very good buzz around the trailer. Your character of Paritosh Banerjee. Unless and until if people haven't read much about Shakuntala Devi, they don't have, I would say, that strong an idea of exactly what the role the husband played in her life. And frankly speaking, even it was a knowledge for me when the film was announced, and I realized that how Shakuntala Devi penned a book on homosexuality, the word of homosexuality, and tried to emphasize on the husband and the relationship. Now, I know you're not willing to spill the beans exactly what your part is and how far are we going to have it. But tell me, was it one of also the key reasons to pick up the role? Because that's a very sensitive and very intense character if we see it from the
No,
outer
I
leg.
have played bisexual.
Yeah, you
by
have.
the way.
That's why I'm asking that.
So
Was
it
it?
doesn't matter to me about the sexuality of my character or anything like that, and I'm absolutely okay about it. So, but yeah, because the kind of relationship Paritosh had with Shakuntala Devi and the bond they shared and everything what they shared, it was very unique. You will yes. In a relationship, there are ups and downs. There are a lot of other things which goes through when you start living with a person. But this is beyond those things, and this is something. Same here. We just said I really want people to watch it on 21st of July
Yeah,
on
I
Amazon
get
Prime
the
to watch
gist
it.
of it. That because normally we base our relationship on the sexual monotones totally, but there is even more to every relationship, especially when it comes to a husband-wife, and then as a father, we are also going to see you. So there's always so many layers to explore, which I'm
Right.
really keen to
No,
wait.
that was not the reason that I chose this film. I chose simply because of the content of the film, and I wanted to be a part of this history. And it is a history which people don't know about. No, not I wouldn't say don't know about. They don't know much about it. So that is something we only know. Shakuntala Devi was a human computer, and she was a Guinness
Yeah.
Book of World Record holder. But that's about it. We don't know much about her life, the kind of work she has done. So this is something which is beautiful. I think she was a time ahead woman at that time, rather right now also as we speak. So I wanted to be a part of this film, and thanks to the entire team of Shakuntala Devi, thanks to Abandonshire, thanks to Anu Menon, thanks to Vikram Malhotra, Shikha, everyone who is associated with this film. Thanks to them that they have considered me to play this role, and yeah, but that's about it. So I just wanted to be a part of this film, and that is the and I love the script. When I read it for the first time, I had few questions. I just so I spoke to Anu about it after I read the script, and she was so clear about it. She was absolutely clear about what she wants from the each character and how she's looking at the film. So I just said, yeah, let's go for it, and I want to be a part of it.
Tell us something about the Shakuntala on screen, your co-star Vidya. Because whatever banter on the Instagram lives I have seen a few bit, you people are just tracking another ride. There's some laughter ride going on whenever the small BTS clips I have seen. It looks like a proper madhouse.
Uh, Vidya is crazy. She's she's a wonderful soul, and um, she's playing prank. She's a prank star. I don't know how many people know about that, and
I'll
because
ask
she
her.
loves. Huh?
I'll ask her that. That is something you just told me. She's a
Please tell her
prankster.
that I have said that she's a prankster, and thankfully I was. Uh, she had played pranks on me. It's not that she hasn't. The first day I met her, she was like, on the set. She always reminded me of the first meeting with her. I told you, like, I host a show. So I was hosting a show, and she came to promote her show, promote her film. I don't remember which film, and I met her there, and I was quiet, and because Vidya Balan had played Dr. Day, and I'm a huge fan of hers. So I didn't speak to her much. I was like quiet. I was, staying behind, and whatever has to be done, I did that, and she left. She remembered that, and on the set, she said, "You ignored me." I said, "I didn't ignore you, please. I don't have it in me to ignore you." But I was a little quiet because, Vidya Balan said, "Don't give me all those crap. I know exactly what you're saying. You ignored me that, but I'll give it back to you." She has done that ample of time. She has done that in front of people also. In fact, we were having an Instagram live. There also she said, first you ignored me. So I said, yaar, abhi to band ho gaye, yaar. Bahut ho gaya, Vidya. Let's not do this now. So anyway, on the sets, we used to talk in Bengali because she's very good in Bengali and she loves the culture, the Bengali culture. And there are so many times it happened that we were talking, looking at Anu in Bengali, and we were talking at the scene or something else. We were looking at Anu and we were talking, and Anu is thinking that we are actually talking about her, and which was not the case. And she used to do that deliberately. Let's look at Anu and let's speak. So we used to talking very seriously in Bengali, and she's not understanding any of it. So she comes after a moment and she asks, "What are you guys talking about me?" I said, "You? No, we are not." So she used to do that with most of them because there were 3 Bengalis, technically 2 Bengalis and Vidya new Bengali. The associate director, he was a Bengali. And so apart from 3 of us, no one knew Bengali. So we used to talk in Bengali with everyone. So yeah, she's fun. She's fun to work with. She's brilliant. She's brilliant.
I think there's a strong bond connection, I should say, with even Rani for that matter. Again, a bond. There's something bond connection definitely happening with you when it comes to films here with all the leading.
I guess so, but thankfully for last few films, it is not happening. Like Manikarnika didn't happen because it was it was fresh. Then Shakuntala Devi happened, Anu Menon, thankfully. And then next, which is coming, is Mahesh Bhatt happened. So thankfully, the last 3 directors are not Bengali.
Good for you. Coming to Mahesh Bhatt, correct me, Jisshu, if I am wrong here. I read somewhere that after Ritupurna goes, sir, if there is someone you really look up to for the work he's doing, or the body of work, I should say, is Mr. Mahesh Bhatt. And with you, we are going to have Sadak 2 with him and you in the same thing. Why exactly did you put Mr. Mahesh Bhatt in that, I would say, role? Because everyone knows your relationship and the admiration you held for Ritupurna Ghosh, and after that kind of compliment came for Mr. Mahesh Bhatt, that he's the kind of anchor maybe in acting. If I'm not wrong, what I read, you said.
Not only acting, about life also. Ritika was a part of my family.
His life lessons everyone knows his life lessons.
Yeah, so Rituda was like, a family member. He was the go-to person for me for anything, not only films. If I had any problems, my personal issues, or if I have anything to which I've achieved, I want to share with him. So he was the person I would go to. After he passed away, I was little, shaken, and I always looked for an anchor. You always look for someone, for some advice in life, and I think everyone needs that one person where you can talk about anything and everything. So after Rituda passed away, I didn't have anyone, and while I was shooting for Sadak, Mahesh Bhatt actually said few things about me which apart from me no one knew, and I was a little taken aback. I said, how can this person know about something about me as a person that no one knows about it apart from me, and Rituda knew about it. So I just opened up, and I started speaking to him. I started talking to him, and the kind of love and affection he has shown me, um, I was spellbound. And today, if I have anything to ask, or anything to, if I'm lost or something, I call him up, and I speak to him, and he gives me good advice.
And
So yeah.
lastly, I have this fun question which came from, as I said, all the fans, and there were few people who really wanted me to ask you this one. Um, we have this beautiful surge of, I would say, allow me to say this, Bengali actors. We have Pramita Chatterjee, Pauli Dam, and so many other actors who are, I would say, lighting up the Bollywood scene.
Right.
This is coming from people who enjoy Bengali cinema. Unfortunately, I don't understand, but yes, they wanted me to ask you. So I'm asking. I know that you have called yourself as an Indian actor, but then there are talents like Pramita Chatterjee, Pauli Dam, and suddenly we have this beautiful influx of Bengali artists shining in, I would say, the Hindi space per se. Not even using even the Bollywood term, I would say, in the Hindi space, with their content, with the kind of roles they are doing. Do you think finally we are at this very beautiful point where it's about artists and the collaboration, and no longer we have the barriers of be it the platform, be it the language, be it just primarily based on how you look and how you not. It's how good you are at what you do.
Uh, I just want to take you back, few years back actually. Uh, this Hindi industry which you're talking about, this was once upon a time, there were brilliant directors and still music directors who are Bengalis. So Mithun Chakravarti, you can say what a brilliant actor he was. So
Exactly.
Bengalis were. So if you're only talking about Bengali in Hindi films, there are
There are numerous.
countless.
I'm saying in today's time, because there was a patch we lost. There was a patch where we lost the essence of that cinema, the actors from that side. I'm saying in
Probably
recent
no
times.
one wanted to, like me. I never wanted to come to Bombay. Right? I was being pushed, and then I realized that I should come here, and I should start working. So I think like Porom, Pauli, Okuda, Shashoda Chatterjee. There are so many other actors who are doing great in the space. So I think no one उसके पहले कोई किसी में ये इच्छा नहीं था कि you come here and you start working in Bombay. So that is one thing where you see that lag. But as far as the technicians are concerned, there are a lot of technicians, music directors who have come, who are there in Bombay. I can talk about Sudeep Chatterjee, the DOP. I can talk about Obik Mukherjee, DOP. I can talk about Pritam. I can talk about Shujoy Ghosh, Shujit
Joy, we
Sarkar.
have Pradeep, we have Shujit Sarkar. There are so many of them
So many
out there.
Bengalis who are there and who are doing great work. So it's not that it's right now which has happened, and or it was always there. It was starting from not starting like Bimal Roy, and Hemant Mukhopadhyay and Hemant Kumar.
Yeah,
If,
my point was to ask, there was a certain time when we lost upon that kind of patch.
That's what I was saying. So
coming to
people who probably there were people. In fact, our industry was also going through a bad patch in 90s. If I look at that, then again it revived, and now again a different kind of cinema started happening, and films started booming again, and then again we started going crossover. This crossover is happening again. So I think because that dull moments I would say the dull years which we have gone through in 90s, that was a space when no one from Bengal have gone there. So in 2000, if I see in the late 2000, I would say, beginning or middle of 2000, we started going there, and things started happening again. So yeah, probably no one wanted to go there that time, and we were struggling to make our industry, a better place again. Probably that's why we were we stood back and we stood our ground, and made it happen, and then we shifted again.
But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad there is content. As always, as we say, it's the content. It's the artist at the end of the day, and that's all what matters. Till the time we are able to tell good stories, that's all it's supposed to be looking like.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you.
Thank you so much, Jisshu, for your time. I really wish you all the luck, and I'm waiting to see what exactly is your character, which you are not telling right now, but the layers which you are going to experience out there with Paritosh.
Absolutely, I can promise you're going to love Shakuntala Devi, and you will again fall in love with Vidya Balan. That's a promise from our
And
end.
we will again fall in love with you. Definitely. We can't take that away.
Thank you
so much.